like, so welcome. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Vinny's Corner. I'm your host, Vinny. My co-host Cove, and we got my guy Caleb here as well. Uh,
Well,
what's going on, fellas? How we doing?
Good,
good.
good.
So off air, we had just started talking about basketball. Caleb came to
Mm-hmm.
us and he was like, "Yo, I wanted to get Jalen
Jordan
Brown
Brown,
for
Portland. Yep.
Portland, right?" And so obviously he was just traded to the 76ers.
Yep.
Um, so I don't know. Like, I just want to start with you guys. Like, doesn't this seem like a really weird place? Like, the 76ers just beat them in the
Yeah.
playoffs, right? They just upset them in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep.
And then they traded one of their two stars to them directly after the playoffs.
Yep.
That like they're in conference. Like, it just, I don't know, man. I didn't realize the situation with Jalen Brown was that bad in Boston,
Mm-hmm.
where
Yeah.
they would trade him for Paul George and some picks. Paul George,
Oh my God.
bro.
Well,
Hey,
Like,
81 million is 81 million.
well, and that's the thing, right? It really was just the salary thing. It just, the number just had to make sense. They just wanted to get him out of the building, right? Like, um, which is, it's just crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I expected that he was certainly going to move in this offseason. I didn't think he was going to go to like the 76ers or like the Heat, but that was not something that I expected. I thought it would be a bigger move than that. Um, so
yeah.
I don't know, man. That was a strange one. But there's been a lot of moves this week. There have been a lot of moves today.
Yep.
Pretty some teams look completely different. So the headline of this show, and I think the thing that we should kind of jump on, right? And this might be included in your questions, Cove. So you just, if it is, you just stop me and I'll turn it over to you.
Mhm.
Right. So LeBron is now a free agent.
Yep.
Um, that's like the biggest thing. So like the Lakers are going to look for almost the first time in almost a decade, in 8 years. The Lakers are going to look like a completely different team.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. Like, did you guys like what were your thoughts on these trades to start? Um,
First, for
the
me, it's just like it's the LeBron thing. Everybody's waiting for what LeBron's doing, and LeBron's not deciding. So teams are just in a panic mode to make these trades because I think they're just trying to jockey for positions so they can get LeBron in there in some ways.
Yep.
um, I mean, I'm not mad at that thought process.
I'll pull an old reference for this one. Remember when Peyton did it? Like this is before LeBron did it in 2014 and 2018 when he did these weird shit. But when Peyton decided it goes, I don't know where I'm going. The NFL shut down for 3 days. Then all of a sudden people made moves and go, okay, Peyton's not coming to us, so we're gonna make a move. And some teams made moves before Peyton decided.
Yep.
So it screwed up the whole free agency of NFL for 3 whole days. So I can see the
Yo,
same thing with
I want
James.
to read something to you, right? So I just pulled up. So I have ESPN. I have the ESPN app open,
Yeah.
and somebody, one of their analysts or whatever, right, was
Mm-hmm.
grading some of the transactions today. They gave the Boston Celtics for the Paul George Jalen Brown deal. They gave the Celtics a D plus. Like, but conversely, they gave the 76ers an A minus. So I
Yeah.
think everyone can agree that was a very good move for the 76ers. Um, as a Knicks fan, I'm wondering what we're getting right. So uh, we had Mitchell Robinson leave the
Mm-hmm.
Knicks. He went to the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep.
in addition to that, our backup to the backup, Huck Porty, the guy who I thought was going to be there, he also left. He took a deal with, I think, the Clippers, I want to say, or somebody, or maybe
Yeah.
Indianapolis.
No, it was Clippers. I would have known Indy for sure, but no.
Yeah, but it was but so I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do. Obviously, we still have Cat, being our main guy, but uh, you know, for what it's worth, Robinson was a rebound machine, and
Yep.
he gave a break to Cat. He allowed him to get off and get some air.
Yep.
So we're gonna need somebody else to get in there for that 15 minutes a game kind of thing. But
Yep.
Yeah, and your lovely Nick fans who were all talking about, and I did praise them for winning, but they're all talking about a repeat. Well, you just got rid of your one of your best rebound guys. That's going to affect you guys.
Definitely.
yeah, yes and no. So like here was the thing. He didn't play a lot in the playoffs, right? Our main guy was obviously Cat.
Yep.
But if Cat
And when
gets
he was
injured,
in,
somehow because Cat the year before,
listen, we definitely need a better backup option now.
yes.
And we don't have it at the moment. I'll say that much. But like as a Knicks fan, I would be overblown if I was like freaking out or like acted like I was in a panic because of the Mitchell Robinson thing.
Mhm.
It's not like he doesn't produce offensively very much. It's a give and take sort of situation. So cool. I get it.
But I'll
Uh,
ask you this as a Nick fan. Was it not you specifically, but were you guys talking shit about Cat the year before and then now he's a god because he got you a ring?
um, well, so like I don't know, like maybe you are from like a different planet, but like the way fans work in America, my Canadian friend, right, is when we don't get the job done, we hate a little bit, and then when we
No,
get the job
he was
done,
on
we show a lot
Minnesota.
of praise.
Minnesota's my team. Minnesota's my team. You guys took
Like,
Cat from
bro,
me. So I know
like,
about his playoff woes and being mad at him. But it's just
like,
ironically funny how you hate the guy last year and now you think he's a god this year just because he gets a ring.
but that's sports.
Not all sports. There's no way. Not for one particular player. Maybe a team, but not a player.
Um, every player on the Knicks is like immortalized in New
Yeah, because
York
of
fans'
one
minds.
championship in 54 years. I can now talk
Exactly.
shit about him because the thing is because I owned up to my bullshit from before, but nobody's repeated in 9 years. So I can say I don't think the Knicks are going to repeat next year.
No, it'll be a very tall order to
Yeah.
repeat, right?
Definitely.
What's happening is every offseason, teams look at whoever won and then they retool themselves to make sure they can beat the best team in their conference and the team who won if it wasn't the team in their conference, right?
And you
Um,
just said about the 76ers getting an A minus. They're building to compete against the Knicks. Everybody in the East is going to go against the Knicks now because yes, they're a champion. Anybody who
yeah,
wins it, everybody's going to compete against them.
and we will have to deal with the boards from Mitchell Robinson, but we
Mhm.
also know the tactic, right? Hack a Mitch, right?
How
Mhm.
come it? Yep.
He gets the ball for a rebound, and you just hack him and send him to the line, and then he
Mm-hmm.
misses. Um, so whatever. There's that.
And I do
The
believe, and I'm going to put my head out there like I always will do, but I believe that the Celtics made a decision that they think is going to work. If it works, you're everybody that talks crap about what the Celtics did will eat their crow. But if this works for the Celtics, what are you gonna,
well,
what
yeah,
are they going to say next year?
and of course, right? If it works, then everyone else has egg on their face.
Yeah,
But if it doesn't work, then we pour it on even worse at the end of the
yeah.
season.
Oh, that
Yeah.
happens with every
Right?
team that does that.
If we get to this time next year and they're in the cellar or they don't make the playoffs, then we're gonna make fun of everything they did this offseason, right?
And
Yep.
we're
So
eventually going to get into hockey. So just like I was saying about Cat, the Edmonton Oilers just pulled off a move to get Frederick Anderson. They got their one ring guy. Doesn't mean Edmonton's automatically going to go to the Stanley Cup. And this is a team that played in two of the last three Stanley Cups.
nah, he's wilding. LeBron, he wants LeBron. So I think what the moves today for me that kind of like obviously that shocked me as a Knicks fan. I know we need to get another big man. We got NY Sports 29. He's saying that we need to get we should get Braun. Listen, if LeBron wants to come in on a league
LeBron's
minimum,
not going to New York. He's not going to New York. You guys
He's
don't need him.
not coming in New York, bro.
listen, if he wants to come in on a league minimum, I'm all for it.
Oh, you're all for it for that $1 million. Yeah, I paid $1 million for
As
bum ass
as
LeBron.
long as if he's not taking up cap space, I mean, the guy was a gem last year, and he was the third option on that team. He put up what 21, 6, and 7 were his stats, right? Third option, right? All-star material, third option. Okay, so I would have no issue with that if he was coming in on like a league minimum contract, 15 million or whatever it is. That would actually be fantastic. That being said, I would like to see some other big men. I think that like it looks like we're trying to keep as much as we can together. Obviously, everything's not going to work, but if we could get another big guy, especially like I would like another true to form defensive body, good rebounding kind of big guy. That's what I would like to see in a big man, a guy who's an aggravation in the paint. I don't want to see like a big guy who wants to be on the wing outside or anything like that. But what was interesting to me today, and I think the thing that everyone really acknowledged about it was the fact that the trades that the Lakers made, right? So, so the trades so Walker Kessler, right, from the Utah Jazz for an unprotected first round pick in 2031. And 2033, first round swaps in 2028 and 2030. Right? They also went out and they got Sandro. I'm gonna mess this last name up. It's crazy, but he's like one of these guys that fights in UFC. The way his name is, Mamu Kelavashvili, something like that. We're just gonna call him Sandro. All right? They got this guy Sandro. They went and got Quentin Grimes. They got Colin Sexton. They went crazy.
Did the Lakers get a little white on us?
Yeah, they're getting a bit whiter.
Did they get a little white on us? LA?
Well, so, right, that's kind of the thing that's going on. Everybody's pointing out. They just brought in 2 more white guys. So, like, the potential is now to have 4 white dudes in the 2026 NBA on a starting 5, which is pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
Listen, the guy who pointed it out is the white guy, not me, right? Tove said it.
Oh yeah, call it out.
But it is it's a pretty incredible thing, right?
Yep.
You just don't see it as much. But what I'd like to point out, with that being said, if you notice a couple of these guys' names, right? You notice some of them are Eastern Europeans. Eastern Europe is very good at basketball.
Oh yeah, they
right.
are.
So Doncic,
but
right,
having an all-white lineup starting 5 is like having an all-black lineup in hockey.
Oh yeah, it's just absolutely.
It can happen. Oh yeah, it can happen, but it's just very strange, right? Like it's.
Yep.
As a white guy and a Canadian who we invented basketball, it's always been predominantly a darker league. I'll say that for like, all races.
No, listen, and it's totally fair, and like we acknowledge, like that is what it is. Like,
as
a 5'8" Dominican Irish guy, I will say that that a lot of brothers are better than me at basketball. And
oh yeah.
But with that being said, like one of the first things that came up in the conversation in one of our chats today, somebody immediately, a Lakers fan, immediately was like, I like the move with Kessler. I would like to see them get some more shooting. And then as on cue, as soon as we said that, then the Sexton thing came through, the Grimes thing came through. We're like, oh, okay. So it looks like they're really with the notification, or with LeBron giving them the heads up, like, hey, you can go do your thing. I'm going to go this way. It feels like they were like, okay, cool, let's go crazy, and they just
I don't know. I just don't know if the LeBron, the revision of let's rebuild the Lakers with four white guys and James Jr. that
oh,
we're gonna
Ronnie's contract is fully guaranteed, baby.
yeah. So you got Bronny to replace his dad and give him four strong white men. I mean, hey, they are the what are they? The first or second most championship team? I don't know if the Lakers are like and the Celtics. Which one has more?
I
Because
think
they're
they're
counting.
like 17 and 18 or something like that, right?
Yeah, they're
They're very
one
close.
across, but they're counting. They're counting the Mickey Mouse Cup, the Emirates Cup as a championship.
Who?
Lakers.
No, the one that people hate on is the one that was in the COVID era, the bubble. They
Oh,
call
the
that the
bubble.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was
I'm
Mickey Mouse.
like, listen, I'll tell you what, man. Those guys that were like, that's pretty rough too. They were traveling everywhere. They had no fans, zero motivation from the fans, just playing pickup ball in arenas, right? That's tough too. So I'm not gonna hate on it, but all I'm saying, it's going to be a very interesting thing to see. Um, I heard Lakers fans that were excited. I heard
Mhm.
Lakers fans that were like, "What
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck are we
that's the
doing?"
thing. But this also shows what we all thought. For the non-Laker fans that thought about it, like me, this Lakers team since what 2020 or 2019. When did LeBron go to the Lakers? Like officially?
2018, maybe
Okay,
he
2018.
just did 8 seasons there. So
Okay, yeah.
2017, maybe. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
So yeah, it was 2018 because I said the press conference earlier. 2014 and going to Miami, and then 2018 going to LA. Um. So yeah. So with LeBron leaving, it showed how much control LeBron had of the Lakers. Because as soon as he said "I'm leaving," they started making moves real quick.
Yeah, a
Yep.
lot of them. They made
And these
like
are moves that LeBron wouldn't have signed off on. So it showed
in
that he
like
had control.
12 hours.
Yeah.
Right, like he said it last night, and like the next morning they were like, boom, 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 boom. No, look, we'll
Yeah,
take that guy, this guy,
because
that
their free
guy.
agent signing day is not till Monday.
Which is funny, right?
Yeah, July 6th.
Yeah. But they just, they're on top of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like
They had
LeBron's
their
gone.
conversations.
Start moving the guys. Like the guy that was afraid to make moves because LeBron was in the building. Now is fully capable because Bronny
Mhm.
is the only person he has to worry about.
I'm just watching this. I got the Team USA game on in the background here.
Yeah, man, that's
Um,
it.
I don't know why. I thought it was going to be like 3-0 Team USA, and it might be, but right now, been a little slow.
Not a
We'll
little
see how
slow.
that goes.
Yeah, 1-0 right now.
So thus far, like those are kind of like then I guess the other trade that really just like the one that we started with that like to me, I think that like we're gonna hear a lot about and it's gonna be very interesting if and this is like the biggest if in basketball. I don't even know why I'm saying this with a straight face. They need a backup plan, and I'm sure they're gonna try and find one. But if Joel Embiid is healthy next
Yeah.
season for
Mhm.
this season, right now with Maxi, Edgecombe, and Jalen Brown, like that team could be a legitimate problem. Like they were a playoff team last year. You know what I mean? Now they're adding Jalen
Oh,
Brown to that mix.
did you guys see this one? The Mavericks trade.
What member trade?
What
So
Mavericks trade?
so I'm on NBA looking at it right now. Aldama reportedly dealt to the Mavericks. Is reportedly, but it's on NBA talking about it.
Yeah. Okay, I see that happened. Like so, the trade it's official. Aldama got so the Mavericks added Aldama like that was like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
That's official. So let's see. It says here the Memphis Grizzlies added more draft capital to so the Grizzlies got
Mhm.
some draft capital, and then they also got
Mhm.
AJ Johnson.
they got a 2030 first round pick and a pair of future second round picks, as well as AJ Johnson
Yeah.
for Santi Aldama. There you go. So that listen, that's a good move. Uh, it adds another big guy to the team to work with Cooper. Um, I like that move. I think that's a good one. Um, the you know I the only move the only like so far out of the moves that have happened, the only one to me that was like a complete question, like obviously from the 76ers standpoint, like
Mhm.
yes, we'll take Jalen Brown. But why? Like, how could you lose to this team in the playoffs in April and
Yeah.
trade them Jalen Brown, your finals MVP from 2 years ago,
Hmm.
in
Yeah.
July? What?
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's weird things have happened though, like in
Hmm.
sports.
Yeah.
Weird trades have occurred for no reason.
Mhm.
And I'm not talking
Very
about greatness
strange.
in this sense, not in this sense, but remember Gretzky all of a sudden just power move goes to LA? Like we had that in
No,
the 80s.
so
Like
like
we've seen moves like this.
I actually like, I forget, and somebody had brought it up because like I think I'd put up a post about like great duos or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but like everyone always talks about Gretzky, and the Oilers, but they like people like forget, especially younger folks, people forget Gretzky and Messi
Yeah.
and Messier.
Yeah.
Like that was like, bro. And then
The,
Messier
ol-
left and
the
went to New York.
I'll say this: like as growing up a hockey fan, and originally when I was like 5 years old, I was Gretzky because every Canadian, because he was Canadian on a Canadian team winning Stanley Cup. So Gretzky was on every. I wore a Gretzky jersey in 1987, like, and I had a Gretzky jersey when he went to the Kings, like, because that's what Canadians did was they always had a Gretzky jersey or a Lemieux jersey, but there's another duo that some people don't seem to talk about, but in that way because it didn't go all that way. But Sergei Fedorov and Steve Yzerman, they won less cups, but as a duo, they were equally as dominant.
It- that that was like one of the great lines
Hmm.
of 90s hockey.
Yeah. The only reason why he didn't get 4 cups is because Sergei did not play in '08. Like, that's the only reason why he didn't get 4 cups.
Who was the okay, so let's say you had Fedorov, Yzerman,
They had Shanahan on the same line, like most of the time.
Shanahan, and then on defense, who?
Lindstrom.
Lidstrom and
Oh no, not no. With no, Fedorov played on the Russian Five. He always played on the Russian Five for like the longest time until like '98, obviously, because Konstantinov got injured in the wheelchair, the limo accident. But Festidov, I think it was. I'm gonna screw up his name. So yeah, it was Festidov was the backup with Konstantinov in '97, and then Kozlov, I think, was their other defenseman that worked with Festidov or whatever as the Russian Five.
so now question for you, right? I know the NBA draft just happened.
Yeah.
Um did the hockey draft also go down already too?
Yeah, the draft was
We
2 days
about
after.
it,
Yeah, they were 2 days
right?
after. That's when Gavin McKenna went #1.
Okay, that did okay. So that did. You know what? It's been such a long few weeks. The month of June was so eventful. Um,
I'm gonna
I'm like,
just for a second though. I'm just gonna correct myself on this because I shouldn't. I grew up loving the Red Wings, but yes, it was Fetisov and Larionov. Igor Larionov was the
Ariana.
defenseman. Yes, and Vasilov's Kozlov was there too of the Russian Five. Those are the defensemen. It was Konstantinov, but Konstantinov had the accident, right? And Fedorov him were together came in together at the same time.
Um, so hmm, what like has there been like okay, so right, obviously like we just touched on NBA free agency opened up and it went crazy immediately.
Yeah.
Has there been any exciting movement on the hockey side of things that we should touch on? Because I feel like there has.
Oh yeah, there has been a ton.
I've just been so focused on basketball, so I'm opening it up to you. Tell me what's going
you got
on. What's going on in
well the
hockey?
biggest one, like I'm just gonna go down the list as I go through it. I have the whole list of everybody I signed, and I'll gauge it as a fan. Like the Ducks added Greer and Jensen. Boston got Clifton and Gaunce, Holon, Gutton, and Pietra all signed with the Bruins. The Sabres got Zellwerg. Uh, Calgary, Strong Green. See, like, there's not a lot of big names coming out, right, on these first day signings.
But didn't
Mc-
wasn't there
Oh,
something that happened?
yeah, I'm going to get there because there's not that many moves. Chicago got McNeat and Ahorn. Colorado changed a bit. Go like this as I'll find the big names for you. Columbus made one move. Dallas made a move. Detroit made a move. Edmonton's the first one I'll talk about. They got Frederick Anderson as I'm going down the list alphabetically. So Frederick
Okay,
Anderson went from Carolina after winning the cup going to Edmonton. So Connor McDavid, who's on a 1 year before this the end of extension, you just got him a Stanley Cup winning goalie. So it's a do or die now. They went and got this money for Anderson, who's 37, who got a cup, who is a veteran. But McDavid, if Anderson doesn't compete like they did this year,
that's very
McDavid's
tricky.
yeah, it's
Very
a
tricky
tricky move
because
to do
like
this because they could lose McDavid and then Anderson, who had blood clots the last 2 seasons before winning the cup. Now you got him with possible injury by the end of the season.
and here is the big reality, right? Here's the big reality that we're facing.
Yeah,
If you don't have the cherry on top, that's Bussy. Do
yeah,
they win the cup?
no,
Asking for a friend. I mean,
yeah.
like that's just the truth.
Anderson. You know yourself. You kind of were invested in watching hockey this because we talked about it. But Anderson rode that team to the finals. It was Bussy that ended the end just like
Yeah,
Flurry and Matt Murray in 2016, 2017 when they went back to back. You had the veteran go all the way to the finals, and then you had the rookie come in and clean up. So this is huge for Bussy. He's got his number one spot. He earned it, just like Warner leaving Seattle and going to KC. He went there, got his chip because he won them. He helped win them because he was the MVP. It's the same thing as Bussy. They put all their faith in Bussy. He had a hell of a season. I think he was like 25-9 going into the playoffs,
and
and then he
like,
went
okay,
a
so
perfect 3-0 in the Stanley Cup Finals. Like,
I guess i- here's my question, right? And
mhm.
I don't know who the other guy is, but Anderson, right? If Anderson is going to be 1A, there
Yeah,
has to be a 1B, right? So who is that for the Oilers now? I don't know.
no, that's the thing. It's so you have Bob Roski, and you do have like because Calvin Pickard they did have, but Calvin Pickard left too. So now they're finding the 1B. Like they got to find a backup for Bob Roski now, but they believe in Bob Roski. They're giving him full head to the ship. Anderson, because we're going on to Bob Roski in a second. So Ferg Anderson, they're putting it all on Anderson with a backup.
Hmm. Okay.
It's very tricky. But that's like Florida because Florida just got rid of they got Jacob Markstrom from New Jersey Devils to replace Bobrovsky because he eventually signed with Toronto Maple Leafs. And every Maple Leaf fan is kind of like being a Nick fan right now. They're in heaven right now because they got a two-time Stanley Cup champion goalie at 37 at 3 million.
Huh. Okay. Um. Okay. So here's the trick, right? Now with that. Okay. Hold on. Let me go pull up their roster real quick. But they have another goalie. So
Mhm.
that's the thing because they were able to get him low, right? And they're able to
Yeah.
fit him in with their other goalie. This makes
Mhm.
a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this move then for Toronto. I don't know that I like it for Bob because like I just don't trust
Yeah, because Wall
Toronto.
left. Wall. No, here's.
Stoller. Okay.
Yeah, who'd Stallers back up?
Now it's Bobrovsky installers.
Yeah, but who did Stallers back up before he went to Toronto?
I forget. Why am I
Bobrovsky. That's
Bobrovsky?
the first Stanley Cup run was Stallers and Bobrovsky. That's why the move happened.
Oh, oh, this is very okay. So you know what? You know what that makes this a lot more interesting. It does.
Yeah,
It does.
that's
It adds a nice little wrinkle to the story. I
yeah.
like
They
that.
just took the 2014 tandem
Well, because
and
right, if
yeah,
you're getting him at that price and like it's already and you know they're a good tandem together,
yeah.
and right, he's got a few years. He's a little bit older, but
But
you know that
Stallers
when
always
he's
played
there,
against behind him. He already played behind him. He knows how to back up Bobrovsky.
yeah,
They
and
already know. They already got a game plan. They probably talked as he made the
yeah,
deal. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to do this. You do that. Let's do this again.
yeah, this is good. This is okay. I like this idea for Toronto. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at this
The
at all.
one
Yeah.
move, though, for Florida, it's not. Oh, we'll get back to Toronto and get back to Bobrovsky deals because we'll get to Toronto eventually. But Florida also picked up Radek Gudis for $3 million. You know, they picked him back up. So you
Okay.
got Chuck, then you got Gudis on your lines. Those two big bad boys, they got their body now, so they're gonna beat up on Vegas if they ever meet Vegas again. They're gonna put bodies to Vegas and everybody else on the western side because they're gonna hit them hard. Because you got Goodis who took out Austin Matthews one knee on knee, right? Then you got the Kachuk brothers going against you. So Florida's ready to compete next year with their starting 9 guys that they have there. They have a solid top 3 lines. If you look at their roster right now, like they have Sam Reinhart, Sam Bennett, the Hagee's there. They got the Kachucks there. They got Gudis back after a cup run in 2024 with the Panthers.
All right. Let me ask you a question. They have in goal. They have three options: Jacob
Yeah,
Markstrom, Cooper
yeah,
Black, and
yeah,
Akira Schmid.
yeah.
Who's their starting goalie?
Markstrom,
Okay.
guaranteed.
Markstrom's huge too. He's like 6'6", 6'7", right? He's a
Yeah,
goon.
he came from Calgary, went to Jersey, and then he went down to Florida.
Cooper Black's a goon also. Cooper Black's actually bigger than Markstrom is. I think he's like 6'9", 6'10", or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, these are big boys.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
Oh
so
my
they like
God.
them. They had Bob too. They like the mold of that big goalie. So they know
Yes,
what they were
but
looking for. I like that.
yeah, but look
Okay.
at Florida's roster right now and tell me that it does not look dirty on paper with the talent they have built around
That's
from the
literally
last.
what I was just doing.
Yeah,
I was literally
as you
just
look
throwing
at it,
up
go
and
through the
down this.
others like Gustafson and Zuccarello went to the Kings with Corey Perry. That happened today. Pickard, as I said, is went to Minnesota. So that's gonna be interesting with the tandem in Minnesota, is because they got Calvin Pickard now as a possible second or a third back goalie, right? Montreal, Demidov was their biggest seller because that guy could have went for
Yeah,
12 million.
come
They sent him for 9. Predators didn't do too. They did some minor moves. The Devils, they brought back Nico Hischier at a big deal. The Islanders, you got Vita Vanchek, who's going to back up your goalie. And that
Okay.
was
Good
the
question.
only really big move for the Islanders, really, because like the guys, if I mention these guys
Oh,
to you,
Ilya
like
Sorokin, I mean.
Massicelli, Kessel, and Shaffe signed, you're probably gonna be like, I don't know who these guys are.
Let me ask you
Uh,
a question.
mm,
The Red Wings
yeah,
have Patrick Kane going to, or he's a free agent, isn't he?
yeah,
Um,
but he's a schedule like he's a Group 6 free agent. We haven't got there yet. We're going through Group 1, Group 2, 3. It's a stage.
okay,
So the highest priority is a 1, the least priority is a 6.
okay.
as of any age and stuff like that. They get guaranteed contracts. There's they know what they're gonna get with their agents. They know they're guaranteed to get money, but they can wait it out because they're just waiting for everybody to get the young talent. They always go younger in the NHL. So you're gonna go offer a 22-year-old before a veteran, unless that veteran's like Alex Ovechkin or Sidney Crosby. Like those kind of impact players on the team. When they're a veteran, they'll go for them, right? Just like every other league. But if
Okay,
not,
so
it's money's automatically going to youth. The Rangers, they got rid of Trocheck. I know a lot of Ranger fans are not happy about Trocheck leaving, but he wasn't happy there, so you might as well move him. And they made a good deal about it. Some people say yeah, some people say no. Ottawa, minor little moves. Philly, they have like their new tandem down there because Joseph Wall went down there. With they have like there was a Star Wars reference like Darth Vlad versus with Sith Wall or something like that. They made a Star Wars joke. They have like a dark Star Wars themed tandem now. Um, the Penguins didn't really move too much yet. The San Jose Sharks. This was the biggest one I really wanted to talk about. As even a Panthers fan, I'm going to say this: the Sharks are going to get my A+ on their moves. They got Jacob Trouba and Mason Marshman added to already Jacob Celebrini, already Michael Misa, and they got Ivan Stenberg in the draft.
yeah,
Like
so
the
they
only thing they need to do is they need to fix their tandem and San Jose, and I'll say it right now, San Jose is a threat in the Western Conference if they find their tandem.
it's interesting because it feels like we've been talking about this rebuild for the
Yeah.
last like couple of years, and now
Mhm.
it feels like it's finally like with these moves they finally like made like hit that headway where like they may be a playoff team this year.
Yeah, some people forget that the Sharks in 2017 made it always all the way to the finals. Like
Yeah,
we're
and
only 8
then
years ago.
everything fell apart, and
The
right,
rebuild only taken less than 10 years.
yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. And looks like this is starting to look like a real solid core now.
the
I like
Kraken
this.
minor moves, St. Louis minor moves. Like yes, they Kyrou got traded. Bennington's possible, but I think he's on the same thing. I think Bennington has an NTC. That's why we'll get to Hellebuck, but the same thing. NTC. The Lightning haven't made some minor moves. Toronto, we pretty much they picked up a lot of guys like a Colton Sisson, Teddy Bluger, Jack Roslack, and Sergei Bozrovsky. Like they did a rehaul of Toronto right now.
Well, let me
They
ask
got
you a question.
all these players to pick Mitch Marner.
After the last two seasons, and extremely disappointing playoff results
Mhm.
from a team that they have done a lot of construction on in recent years,
Yeah.
do the Colorado Avs do anything this offseason? Like what do
Oh,
you
that's
expect them to do?
they haven't talked about it, but Jury's gone. Their best face-off guy just left. That's about it. That's the only change with the Avalanche. That's why no one's really talking about it. Drury left, but that was the only thing that affected them. They lost one of their best face-off guys in the playoffs.
Well, because like I guess like
There was no real
certainly
improvement for a team that won a cup not too long ago, and only was a few games away from going to another cup. But they got
is it
embarrassed by Vegas, right?
is it like a coaching thing? Like they got to figure out, I guess maybe I don't know.
No, it's in my opinion. Like remember, you know yourself. We've been doing this all year, and how many times did I tell you about Colorado's going to hit the goddamn wall? Like it wasn't coaching; it was not even players. It was the whole thing. They got up to cloud nine, like the Knicks did, and then but they when they hit that wall, they went straight nose down. And the Knicks, they kind of rode it like this, and then once they got the playoffs, they rode it the right way. See, the Knicks did it smart. The Avalanche screwed it up.
You know what? Momentum happens interesting like that, and you're not wrong because the Golden Knights got all the momentum and they got everything swinging their way after the
Hmm.
Torts move.
Yeah.
And it was tough. it was tough for the Avs. So all right, well, I guess that's fair enough.
So the last few though, for I can get through the hockey in a minute here. So Utah didn't make too much major moves. Vancouver didn't either because I think it's Pedersen's the only player that anybody wants at this moment, so he didn't move. They got Luke Shen. He signed a contract. He's been there before, I believe. Vegas. They made quite a few minor ones. I'd say about 7 players that they signed. Some of them you might know or might not. Demick, Fleming, Gatcombe, Lesinski, Lavoy, Olfsen, Roderberg, Colin, Ginning, Hyona, and Tumusa each all signed contracts with the Knights.
well, so
Like they're just this is the Knights were filling in their bottom 4 lot, like their bottom divisions of all their players. Is they were just they've already signed everybody else in long term contracts.
yeah,
The Vegas
that
Golden
makes
Knights
sense. They
had.
had something like 4 defenders hit free agency and
Mhm.
3 forwards hit free agency coming out of the season.
Yeah,
So they re-signed 7 players. It makes sense. Makes
they
total sense to me.
the last 2 teams though is Washington. The only one they talk about right now because they've locked up a lot of their players is Ovechkin because they're saying does he sign or does he retire or does he sign and then retire? Like what is he doing? He says he has an answer, but we don't know yet. We don't know if he's gonna just sign to retire or sign to play and then retire. I think the league is saying 1 year for him, like at his age and at the ability, and plus he wants to spend time with his kids and be a family man too. I believe it's 1 more year of Ovechkin, but they want to do it right. If he's played his whole career in Washington, you know this yourself as a sports fan. Anybody that's played their whole career, they get treated a little bit different when they've never left home.
Benny.
And there's not many I can really name off the top of my head of guys who played their entire career. We are talking hockey, so like Steve Yzerman, who played his entire career, he never wore another jersey. Like they're all treated differently when they leave, when they no don't leave. Like when Crosby leaves too, he's going to be fully respected when he leaves. Like it's all going to be
He's
because
not
Sidney
going to play
Crosby
anywhere
did.
else.
What?
What?
Sydney's not going to play anywhere else.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Sydney and Ovechkin. I believe Ovechkin's going to finish out in Washington. So
Of course.
Sydney and him are going. This is the thing. I think. If uh, it's a weird theory for me, but they both kind of came in together, even though they're a year apart. But because of like the strike or whatever, they consider like when they start playing together. So this has always been Sydney versus Ovechkin. It's either going to go one or two ways. Either Sydney's going to retire before Ovechkin, or Ovechkin's going to retire before Sydney. But I don't think the league will allow them to retire together. It's like Tom and Peyton retiring together. Same difference. Michael and Kobe retiring at the same time. Like it's you can't have them both retire at the same time.
Well, I mean, the league makes money off this stuff, so they want it to be at different years.
I mean, unless they really want to play that story and have Ovechkin and Crosby retire in the same season, that'd be chaotic. 2 legends for like
Nah, you do a
24
retirement
years.
tour, different years. They get a retirement tour for each of those guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I
Yeah.
think Ovechkin saying, "Okay, look, I'll retire this year. Crosby, you next year." So I say within the next 3 years, we're gonna have Ovechkin and Crosby in opposite years retiring.
Well,
I
Ovechkin's
mean,
like, what is he, 39, 40?
yeah, he's like, I said today, I was like, I think he's like 42. I was like, I swear to God, Ovechkin's old.
Because I think he's younger than me, but he looks older than me. Because he's
Yeah,
not like the hair, he's got a lot of salt and pepper going on. He's got a little bit of age going there. That's all. Nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
but he's got a lot of stress. He's had to chase one of the greatest records of all time, and now he owns
Yeah,
it.
and he's done a hell of a job, man. Right?
He's
So
40. He's 41 going in this year.
he is. So he's young. So he's almost 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So All right, real quick before we jump out of hockey and just kind of wrap up with
Oh, there was only
baseball
one
stuff.
more for hockey. Only one more, so you can move on from it completely. Is
Well,
Connor Hellebuck? We don't know where he's moving, and I was just talking to Brian about it. I found out he has an NTC, so I don't think he's going to move this year. I think it's going to be next year in 2027 when he gives his 10-man list. I think Hellebuck will wait till next year.
okay, so real quick, let me just ask you, and this is going to kind of throw you off here because why the hell is he asking questions like this? But okay, what I'm looking at the Seattle Kraken, and I'm looking at the Vancouver Canucks. What the fuck do these teams do right now? They're in pretty bad shape at the moment.
Yeah.
Right? These are kind of bottom half teams.
Mm-hmm.
What are what do these guys have to like? Are these guys all in a place where they still like trying to rebuild? Like I feel like
Well,
the Kraken have been just
Kraken,
cracking since they started.
the Kraken got nailed hard. We have a Seattle fan, and we have a Vegas fan. When Vegas came into the league, everybody thinks they were pampered way too much. So then, when Seattle came in, the league just go, "No, you can't get this guy, and can't get that guy. You can't do this." So they had a shitty draft ever since they came in the league. They had a little pop off for excitement, but they kind of blew off. I think by Christmas they were not good anymore.
So
Like
this is
at
why
all.
everybody hates Vegas because Vegas came in and they got like the pick of the litter, and then
Mhm.
after that they stopped that, and they're like,
Yeah.
no, so they feel like Vegas got special treatment. Oh, all right,
I
we
mean, you
get
got
it.
Marc Andre Fleury on your first pick. Your first pick was Marc Andre Fleury, who brought you to the cup the first season.
Go!
USA obviously scored.
USA scored.
Obviously.
Thank God they took out one of the players and they gave him a record. They inducted him.
So Caleb, who are you going to bandwagon on with NHL next year? Since Seattle's going to be horrible.
What do you think, Caleb? What team are you going to root for? Since Seattle's going to stink, who are you going to cheer for?
Go for the Kraken.
Oh, even if they're bad, you're going to still go Kraken. You're not going to bandwagon on somebody else.
No, just going to stay with the Kraken.
Hey, he's
Probably
loyal
the
to one
Sabres.
team. He's loyal.
Probably the
Oh,
Sabres
yeah, there you go.
also.
And the Sabres. Okay.
And
He's got a team on each side. He knows how to play the game.
Eastern Conference, Western Conference. That was a great shot, man. That was a great shot by Tillman. Very exciting. USA is heck of a team this season, man. This year.
Yep.
Very exciting stuff.
Them in Mexico,
right.
definitely.
So we kind of talked through the NBA and free agency and draft stuff that's gone on over the last couple of weeks, as well as the NHL.
I mean, there's going to be. This is only day 2 for the NBA and day 1 for the NHL. We got another
I know
week
there's
or
going to be a
so.
lot. There's going to be a lot.
Yeah,
Of
by next week we're going to have a lot more to talk about because there's going to be a lot more crazier moves. Because just to add it real quick was some of these moves might be temporary because these might be moves for later on. Say we'll say Paul George, right? Maybe they got Paul George, but maybe they have Paul George to flip him to somebody else to get somebody else there. Like that example. Like there could be somebody that got moved, but that they needed one piece to move another piece.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that a lot of this stuff is incomplete at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, we're still waiting for LeBron. This decision. It's probably going to be on Disney.
There's a good chance that, say the Heat and the Bucks deal.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that the deal can't actually take place until next week, right?
Yeah.
July 6th. As we just discussed. There's a good chance that they get a third team in on that deal between now and then, where Hero
way
goes
different
to that
move
team because they need a shooter, right? And then that team puts some other capital in it, right? So,
yeah, these are like promises. Like right now with the NBA, the NHL is more official because this is their official day to sign people and trade them and everything. But with the NBA, it's like we'll give you this guy, but we'll figure out. We'll call Detroit. We'll call Memphis. We'll call somebody. We'll facilitate this somehow. And I've watched it from movies and knowing sports a lot, but they're always looking for that sucker team that's gonna willing to be like, oh, we want, oh, say like Paul George, right? Oh shit, we'll take Paul George on our hand. We need a vet. We'll give you a couple draft capital for that. We'll get involved in that deal.
Um, hey,
Paul George goes back to Indiana.
so can I just real quick? And I'm sorry, I know I'm all over the place tonight, but it's because we got the World Cup thing in the background. Am I am I bugging? Caleb, you just said that we got a red card.
Yeah,
Fullerton
so
Balogun
don't give
got
them the record. Yep.
a
And
red
they were,
card. That
yeah.
means that for the rest of the tournament, we're going to be playing a man down
Talk for just one game, but I don't know if it's the rest of the season,
for
but
the
it's probably
next
gonna be
game.
one game randomly, probably. Yep.
The rest of the game, and he sits the game. Oh, and okay, so okay, so he's got to.
It's the
All
rest
right,
of you
so
can and probably the next game, probably.
we got to play Belgium next game without him too. Okay. Damn. All right. Oh, that stinks. Was that a bad call or was that a good call? Because my boy is texting me right now and he is livid.
Yeah, that was the bad call. They should have given him a yellow card, but not the right one.
Okay, that stinks. That's really unfortunate, man. Like, I really thought the U.S. might like. I really thought we might be able to do it, but I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. All right. So, what's going on in the baseball world? Right? It's almost the All Star
Oh,
break,
sorry.
right? We're a couple of weeks out.
Yeah.
Voting has already kicked off. Um, right? The
Yeah.
Yankees lost again today. That's 7 in a row. Um,
My White Sox are looking a little too good right about now.
I, so the White Sox and the Marlins are awesome at baseball. The Yankees are awful at baseball.
We're only 4 wins away. 4 wins.
Dude, the Mets are like that video, like
Oh,
that
the
Soto video.
yeah,
Oh
the
my
Soto video, they
god,
lock off the little league home run by fucking. Oh my god.
bro, the in the Parker, like
Yes, in the
what are
park.
you
He was like, drops the ball like he's like this. I was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Like
like,
really, Soto.
bro? As a New
You
York
spent
Yankees fan,
how much money on that kid?
oh, I'm so happy as a Yankee fan that he is not in pinstripes.
Could
My
you
goodness.
imagine you paid him $760 million or wherever he got, and he drops a ball like that in the Jays? Just because the same team, the Jays do a walk inside the park on him
The
with
work ethic on that man, bro. Like,
an
ew,
ex Astro doing it too.
dude. Like, I don't know, bro. That was
Springer.
like
So you got
that
the
video
Jays
was
and the
bad.
Astros doing it to you at the same time. God,
So like,
that's gonna be the misplay of the year. Soto making that mistake. We're gonna talk about it all season.
and you know what? We probably should talk about it all season because it was awful.
Yeah,
Like right? Nobody's even paying attention. The Yankees are 3 games out of first place right now because they're just on a skid, losing
yeah,
game after game after game.
game. Yeah.
Um, I don't even know how else to say it. Like, just getting dominated. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are on a 4 game winning streak. The Cubs are on a 5 game winning streak.
Oh my
Um,
God, Chicago both destroy like literally teams like a week apart. The White Sox scored 22 on KC, and then they scored 22. I want to talk about that one because I didn't even look at Darby Swanson's numbers, but he had 3 home runs today in that 22 win, and one was a grand
wow,
slam. So I didn't even look at
3 home
Swanson's numbers.
runs.
I did
That's
not even look at his numbers. But yeah, Darby Swanson hit 3 home runs.
what
Yeah,
that's
23-3 to the Padres.
dude.
Yeah,
23-3.
3 to the Padres. Come on now.
That happened today.
Yes.
The Cubs won 23-3.
Swanson went 3 for 5 with 8 RBIs.
Oh, you know what? Swanson. Yeah, you know what? I have Swanson on fantasy. You're right. I thought I was bugging out. My
Yeah.
fantasy. I thought I got the same. So I thought Yahoo was glitching,
Okay.
and I kept getting notifications for the same home run, but it's no. He actually hit 3 separate home runs. I That's crazy. That's awesome. I hope I have him starting today.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, I'll be
Um,
pissed if he's not starting.
but the Cubbies are right now better than your Yankees.
Well, today everybody's better than the Yankees except for maybe the Mets and the Rockies. Um, it, I, I don't even know what's going on. It's kind of a difficult thing to watch. Um,
Yeah, but there's the crazy part. They got 49 wins and they're still 3 behind in their division with Milwaukee with 52 and LA with 56. The NL is getting nasty this year with coming in there, but like I have no threats of the Brewers, but the Dodgers, like this is the Dodgers always. This is a 100-win team. We knew this. They bought the 100-win team, and I'll say that proudly that they bought this team. They spent like 100 and they spent more money than like 12 teams in the MLB's full budget to be over. So you're
not
gonna buy.
only the Cubs team that we were talking about,
Mhm.
not only is this Cubs team, I just realized this. They've actually won 9 out of their last 10.
Yeah,
The only
yeah,
reason, yeah, they lost because the Brewers took 1 game out of that series.
yeah.
But wow, they're
And they
really
would
on a
they would
tear right
have
now.
if they didn't take that L from the Brewers, there would
Mhm.
be 4 50-win teams in the NL to one 49-win team in the AL.
Listen, what are you trying to say? That the NL is better at baseball?
I'm a White Sox fan, and I'm saying it. They are better at baseball right now,
Mm.
but they're only better at baseball because the teams that they're playing against in the NL are they have the weaker teams in their bottom
Well,
division. You got Cincinnati, you got Pittsburgh, you got Colorado, you got the Mets, right?
the Mets are so awful.
The
Um,
Giants, the Nationals. The only team that's
Mhm.
being extremely positive about it is the Marlins. They have 10 teams that are always bottom teams.
the
So,
Nationals have been pretty good this season.
yeah, they're above 500, but these 10 teams, like,
They're
are always on the
perennial
bottom 10.
teams. Yeah.
Yeah, they're always on the bottom 10.
Yeah, just like the Yankees are always in the top. These are teams that are always in the
But
bottom.
this year in the AL, the Rays are better. The White Sox are better. The Guardians are competing. Uh, Texas, Seattle, Houston are all competing, and so is Sacramento in that same division. So there's more competition in the AL. It's just the NL has more wins because they're playing the whatever. It's going to level out because of 162 games. When the AL starts meeting the NL, those massive wins columns that they
Mhm.
have there right now is going to slowly shrink.
Mhm.
That
So
makes
it
sense.
will even out eventually. That there'll be like 1 or 2 teams in the 70 wins at the same time, 3 or 4 in the 60-win column. Like it won't be just dominant NL over AL. We're talking about 162 season. We still got 100 games to play. Is what it feels like.
It does feel
Mathematically,
like
even
that.
with playoffs, it's still 100 games. Like they only played 84 games. It's 82 games plus 20 playoff games. Yeah, we got at least 100 more baseball games played to play.
Hmm. You know, so we're going into the All-Star break.
Mhm.
Right? Which means we still have like half a season, which is wild.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's still
Yeah.
like
Uh
I said, we're only in mid-season of baseball. Mid-season.
um is there anything that's like are there any All-Star break things that are like surprising to you? Like
Well, they didn't surprise me. I just wasn't paying attention because I knew it was the 13th, which is still like 10, 12 days away. But I just understood that that kind of makes sense now. But the home run derby is actually going to be live on Netflix.
it's gonna be live on Netflix?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even
I
know
just
that. That's
I
awesome.
just saw the advertisement today, live on Netflix, the home run derby. And the home run derby has a whole new thing for the way they're going to play it.
New format.
Yes.
Okay. I'm here for it. I'm all here for that. I love this.
I'll see if I can get a quick synopsis of this MLB.
Here's the real question. Do they know who's going to be in the home run derby already?
Give me 1 second. Oh, see, I'm looking at the home run derby format. Okay. All right. Oh, this is interesting. I'm getting there. 1 second. So the home run derby file format quick facts. It's going to be no timer and no outs at all. First round you get 20 swings. That's it. Second round you get 15 swings, and the final round you get 15 swings.
Okay.
That's the format. Tiebreaker will be a 3 swing off automatically.
So the only person that's been confirmed so far is Junior Caminero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's hitting 6 straight games right now, and he's just launching balls like crazy.
Dude. Yeah, there are some players just haven't. This is actually like. It's been a fun season to watch because it's not just like all the regular names.
And they are going to be. They say they're going to be the first. I don't know if the game's over with yet or not, but if they win tonight, they'll be the first team to win 50. If Tampa wins tonight, or if they won, I haven't seen if they won yet or not. They were up 2-0. They won. Yeah, they're the first 50-win team. They won 4-0.
They're the first 50-win team. That's it. Yeah, you're right, huh? Okay. That's because the Yankees are bums.
You guys would have had that first, but the Rays kind of shut up there.
Bro, we lost 7 in I was going to place a bet this morning, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna parlay this with the Tigers money line because the Tigers are playing the Yankees, and I know the Yankees are gonna lose. I was right. And I'm a Yankees fan, but I knew that was the reality of what was gonna happen. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do that real quick. Unbelievable. So there's almost 3 minutes left in this game. I'm antsy for this to be over, Caleb. I'm ready for it to be done.
10 minutes of battle time. Yep.
Can Team USA realistically, can they beat Team Belgium with one less player?
I'm not sure, but probably yes.
Okay, I like the confidence. Okay.
That's interesting. With me, it's
tomorrow. You have tomorrow night going on?
Yeah.
All right. So what's your deal tomorrow night? It'll be posted on YouTube and X. It'll be live on YouTube
and
same
Twitter.
Time, and Twitter, live on YouTube and X at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Caleb's in Caleb be on he'd be in 10 different spaces and 9 different podcasts every day. So if you just pop by his page, he's probably on something. Talking about some kind of a sport or wrestling, 100%.
Sport wrestling, yep.
And that, you know what? Listen, for the most part, that's all I got. So this weekend, you guys, if you check out my my website, it's Vinny, VINNY, Vinny's Corner .blog, BLOG. My latest fight prediction is there for Abdullah Mason, 135-pound lightweight champion. He's going to be fighting Albert Bell on Saturday, which is the 4th of July in Cleveland, Ohio. So if you want to check that out, there will be fights on this weekend. They should be good ones. They're on DAZN. And I'll be posting about them all weekend. So you'll be able to see clips and whatever there. But that's all we got for you here on Vinny's Corner. Go Team USA. And guys, have a wonderful evening. Take care.
Damn,
bro. It's another minute.